overlooking beautiful downtown Phoenix from the Double Wide Network in the Camelback Towers. The Empowerment Team, an inspirational hour of common sense information to empower your life. And now, here's your host, Mark Lewis.
All right, welcome to the Star Worldwide Networks. I am Mark Lewis. This is the Empowerment Team, and I love that song, Feeling Stronger Every Day from Chicago. And boy, it's a great segue today because I've got the strength coach, Greg Smith, on the show. And Greg and I have known each other for several years, going back to the late 80s when I was at Channel 12 Sports. Greg was at KTAR. Greg is a gentleman who was born with muscular dystrophy, but as you're going to learn in the next hour, he has not let that deter him from his goal in life, which was A, to live a fulfilling life, B, to have children, and C, to keep putting his stamp on what he does best, which is be an advocate for like and similar individuals in our country that are disabled. And with that, I'd like to welcome to the show Greg Smith, who joins us from his home in Mississippi. Greg, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Mark. You forgot one thing when you talked about the intro music that you led off the show with. And that is the Cubs are 14 out of 15, 8 in a row, baby.
There's still plenty of time for them to lose, Greg, as you know. Being a lifelong Cubs fan, I'm surprised you would jinx it like that. But
hey, we got to wave that W flag when we can.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, you know, sports is what initially brought us together. Like I said, you were at KTAR, you were doing Cardinals talk. We'd see each other up in the press box at Sun Devil Stadium each weekend when I was working with Channel 12 Sports. And I always admired you because not only are you just a great guy, you always got a smile on your face, but you know, some people would allow their disability to influence how they would carry themselves in life, but you never did, starting as a child, right? You were raised by your dad, who was a very successful coach, and how did that help you?
Well, my mom and dad both did an excellent job in formulating who I am, but my father was a quarterback, and then he was a football coach, a high school championship football coach, and so I was really born with the sports mentality. I like to consider myself an athlete whose DNA was changed at the last minute to have a body with muscular dystrophy, but a champion's heart and mind and spirit. And so throughout my life, you know, I've had to overcome challenges. Things got worse and worse in terms of my physical body, but my ability to overcome those challenges is what led me to a lot of confidence and success. So I feel like, you know, I have the heart of a champion, somebody that hates to lose. If I play you in checkers or chess, I'm going to kill you. You know, that's my mentality. And so it's like the little victories that I celebrate every day in terms of just getting out of bed into my wheelchair or successfully, you know, reaching something that's difficult to reach or turning over in bed or whatever. I mean, those are challenges that I face every single day. And those are challenges that I normally beat and defeat. And as a result of that, I've gained a lot of confidence all along the way.
Greg, for those people who are listening today, and we hear muscular dystrophy all the time, but can you just define the disease and how it impacts someone in their daily lives?
Yeah, muscular dystrophy is an umbrella name for I don't know how many hundreds of different disabilities, all impacting the muscular skeletal condition. So it's like a lot of things infecting the neurons and the muscles. And usually